Have just struck on a full-on cyber war against the Nova Stars. I will not stand for this. Nova Stars, do everything you can. We have the power of USADA Pecora and God on our side. Stay strong.
Yo, what's up guys? Mayor Menace here, and we're back at it again with another video. So, I wanted to go over a couple things before I start. So, last video hit 2.1k, so I want to say thank y'all for that. And I'm going through a rebrand as I've changed my username, and I've changed my profile picture, and I've changed a couple other things about the channel. So, we on that grind. So, who are we going to talk about today? Today, we're going to talk about NovaOnline. NovaOnline is a 20-year-old TikTok star with about 90,000 followers on his most recent TikTok. NovaOnline is best known for his infamous Wingstop review.
Cajun seasoned fries. Okay. Mildly spicy, but nothing that I can't bear. These are actually pretty decent. 8 out of 10. Mango habanero wings. Oh, wow. Okay, these are very, very spicy. Oh, wow. They're very spicy, but they're still pretty good. 7 out of 10. Dr. Pepper. Oh, it slaps. 10 out of 10. Lemon pepper wings. Lemon pepper wings are absolutely stunning. They're amazing. 9 out of 10. Garlic Parmesan tenders. Really good. 8 out of 10.
After this review, Nova would start to follow up with numerous other reviews on fast food products, and it would be the main form of content he would like to make. Over time, he started to gain as many followers as he did trolls, and it didn't help that he had put a lot of his personal life on the internet, to the point where he had accidentally doxed his church during a monster review.
Sunrise Monster Energy, and if you're wondering why I'm not at home, I'm at my church for Bible camp. We're just waiting to board a bus to go to Cusick. So, we're trying Ultra Sunrise Monster Energy in the morning before we go. It's 7:46 a.m. First impressions. Smells like orange juice. Alright, cheers. And that's kind of what it tastes like. Like, this tastes like orange juice with a hint of tangerine. It's actually pretty good. I'll give it an 8 out of 10, just because it's not as good as Ultra Blue. Anyways, download use code WIZARD for 2 times running buzz, because you might not see me for 4 days.
Something that also brought in trolls was his massive use of Discord. Just him being terminally online in general, spending a lot of his days in voice chats and text channels talking to fans, where he'd end up revealing disturbing and personal information about himself. Trolls would also raid his Discord constantly, to where he states they've started a cyber war and claims that he's purged all the bad actors from his Discord server.
Have just struck on a full-on cyber war against the Nova Stars. I will not stand for this. Nova Stars, do everything you can. We have the power of USADA Pecora and God on our side. Stay strong.
Even after this, he couldn't get away from the trolls in his server, as the trolls started to get sneakier with their tactics and kept finding more of his personal and embarrassing information. And a lot of stuff on Nova was found that will change your perspective on him instantly. He may look like a sped kid with a ray of sunshine on the outside, but he's actually such a degenerate, he's one of the most infamous Lolcows in recent time. It got discovered around this time that Nova was following many underage girls on TikTok, and he was talking to them through Discord chats, where he would start to regress his age and dumb himself down, talking with a baby voice and talking about his diapers. And something very creepy came out from all this. Nova pretending to be a baby singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
You did so good.
Aww.
I love your singing voice.
Now, not only would he do this type of stuff, but he would ask the minors very explicit questions and show them his messy diapers. The kids his age would be around 14, And that's only scratching the surface when it comes to Nova. A lot of things I see when it comes to these locals is they all have a crippling mental and they all like kids. I'll never know why, as it seems like they have some kind of tumor in their brain that's undiscoverable or something. But let's keep going. When Nova found out all this information on him leaked, he went ballistic and started a TikTok live immediately.
Be fun, but all you want to do is falsely accuse them of crap they never did. Y'all are being legitimate. Have you ever seen an episode of Darman? You would know to not be an people you don't know nothing about. Don't judge people before you get to know them. Proof my photoshopped. It's been proven. You're in timeout for like 5 minutes. Then I'll turn back on speaking privileges. Maybe. Now you better effing behave. You guys need to get a job instead of wasting your fat on small TikTokers. Those are clearly effing photoshopped. And if I can, I'll get my effing lawyers into this. You guys have no effing father. This is you, and this hand is me.
Claiming that everything is photoshopped and that obviously everyone's lying. All of this would end up with him going viral again for a little bit, and it was the cause of the trolling getting worse, and the trolls would use anything they had on him whenever they could. It would end up with his church kicking him out when they found out about this. Nova would then, again, go live and start spazzing out on his audience.
Effing trolls who have nothing else better to do! You guys have anything else better to do than check out your face universe!
This reaction would, of course, bring him more hate, and he ended up taking a little break. But as every other lolcow, he's addicted to attention, so he came back a year later to do another Wingstop review, and it's still pure cringe.
1 year ago today, I posted the video that boosted my whole TikTok career. And 1 year later, we are revisiting that exact order that I placed 1 year ago today. This is trying Wingstop for the first time, recreated.
First off, I would just like to thank every single one of you who have watched my Wingstop video, because it was my main turning point in my TikTok career, and I appreciate it. Now let's taste test everything in voiceover mode.
Okay, so we're starting off with the Cajun seasoned fries. The Cajun seasoning wasn't dispersed all the way, so it was a little spicy. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Alright, I tried to showcase the wings. It did not go so well. But anyways, the lemon pepper had too much pepper for me. I will definitely give this one a 6 out of 10. Alright, and now we're moving on to the mango habanero wings. They were a little more spicier than I remember, so I will give them a 7 out of 10. And Dr. Pepper always slaps. 10 out of 10. Hey, Nova Kadri, starting off.
He also came back beefing with another lolcow named Tofiachu. She's real awful and disgusting, and I'm gonna end up making a video on her soon, too, but Nova calls her out for being homeless and smelly, and she's been calling him out for being a creep.
Let me change my attire real quick. It isn't fitting for the video. But hey. Now that we're properly dressed, hey Tofia, I've got your video game here that costs $29.99 a copy. I bet you don't even have that much in your bank account from all the DoorDash that you order. Even I DoorDash less than half as much as you. And I mean, that's just pathetic. You can't even cook. I have a real job. You don't. All you do is sit on your fat all day on TikTok Live and defame me and MG and all that. And because of that, here's to your stupid $30 video game.
Over time, Nova lives his life as he goes out to fairs and reviews food based off of the most odd criticisms, calling a shawarma an Asian dish.
0 shawarma spots near me. I was finally able to find a booth at a fair near me. Alright, and this is what we're working with the shawarma. It doesn't really feel that tight, but hey, let's try it out.
And no, I'm not putting ketchup on the shawarma. Cheers. The only problem is I think there's a little too much fries. This is one of the best Asian dishes I have ever consumed. Definitely a 10 out of 10.
Nova one day has his ego attacked as people start to accuse him for not being cool, so he accidentally goes live on TikTok. Not really, as you have to actually open the app to go live. And he would do it often, as if it was just the camera facing the ceiling and playing it off like he didn't know it was recording.
Don't accidentally start a stream or something. That would suck. I don't know why I'm talking to myself. Alexa, insult generator. Alexa, insult generator.
I won't say anything because I think you might cry.
Oh, am I live? Oh, I did not mean to start a stream. Damn it. 5 stars, do a lick with the baby. I had to lay some churros for the blessings I was chasing. If I was up, I fall into a better situation.
There are many live streams where he rants about his uncle as his father is not in the picture, so his uncle took his place. And they still beef to this day.
God damn it! Motherfucker! Cocksucker! I'm uncle. I misheard what my uncle said, and then he went on for a full rant. I'm fucking. Okay, you. Yes, I said that. Motherfucker.
He would go through the cycle of food reviews, accidental live streams, and rants about his uncle as the hate on him increased. A news station would go to Nova's job and record him working for a segment of minimum wage in the state, and the clip of him got memed so much it resulted in him getting trolled more, to where he blocked the word French in his chats.
Can I get a French onion soup, please?
Things got to a point where Nova would do gaming streams with no commentary because of the trolling.
This is the only time that I will be speaking on the stream because some troll, not naming names, is ruining my streams by archiving them. And I bet you're recording this right now. If you're in here, f you. And I hope your mother finds out you've been bullying people like me online. F***ing shame on you.
He tries to go on like this, but then he realized that this tanked his viewer count. He then tries to divert the trolls as he has a soundboard or something just saying fuck on his speakers the entire time. The quality in his videos begin to get worse and worse over time, just as much as his mental, while he makes low quality reviews while complaining about the trolls. One day, he starts to question his life and where he went wrong, so he began to look into the one and only Chris Chan. He had referenced him a lot during live streams and videos. His Reddit account would later on be found and then deleted, but archives accounts are a beauty, so these Reddits were saved. Nova at this point seems to never get a break as his TikTok has been hacked because of a phishing scheme using a link to steal his information. He continues to make content on the second channel, and trolls find his address as trolls do to him what they did King Cobra, started to send DoorDash orders to his door. A conspiracy theory at this time, though, was that this actually never happened, and he was just sending himself orders and blaming it on trolls.
Called Hawaiian pizza from Domino's to my house without paying for it. The guy gave it to me for free, so since we've got this pizza that I've never tried, we're gonna do a food review on it.
Claiming that the manager at his local Domino's is a fan of his. A very interesting thing happens in this story as he begins to beef with content creators such as Kiwi Tapes and Smokey MCC and Sensitive Society. As he tries to recover his main channel, he starts to go for a new style of content, book reviews. Well, not only book reviews, but just reviewing random stuff in general.
This is my haul for my first ever time there. Now, many of you know that Sarah J. Maas is one of my favorite authors of all time. So, the first thing that I got from this new bookstore was her second book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series, A Court of Mist and Fury. The lady at the bookstore told me that the third is her favorite, but I'm in progress on book 1, and I cannot wait to start book 2. Next up is also another Sarah J. Maas thing, but it's more coloring book. I know I'm going to be dropping bans on this new bookstore. Nova Universe.
He claims that these items are sometimes sent to him. Going on with life, making more lame reviews, Nova would start to get the attention of Smokey MCC and Kiwi Tapes. They sat for months, satirically watching his content, and he didn't seem to have an issue, until one day they reviewed his Uncle Roger Sauce videos. Reacting to this in a fit of rage, Nova makes a video calling them out, claiming to destroy them in sensitive society because he made some videos on him. He had started a podcast to rival them, The Hour of Joy.
Lolcow. If you guys have seen my Instagram, you probably have an idea of what I'm going to be saying. But due to an excellent idea from my social media manager, I'm gonna be launching a podcast. And this is going to be primarily for fun. I do not intend to make any money off of it. But yeah, I just intend on doing this new podcast for fun. So the name of this podcast is going to be called The Hour of Joy. And the name does not imply what this podcast is going to be about. Everyone who has wronged me, the hunter becomes the hunted. And the hunted becomes the hunter. Every single person who has wronged me, Kiwi, Smokey, sensitive society, everyone who has made these false fucking accusations about me, I'm gonna prove them all fucking wrong. The hunter becomes the hunted, and the hunted becomes the hunter. Kiwi had no right to say what he said about me a few days ago. He just fucking trashed me with Smokey, and they fucking laughed it off because they were fucking on redacted.
So Kiwi and Smokey had sensitive society hop on their show to laugh at him some more, and they find a video of him singing karaoke to Bodies by Drowning Pool, getting aggressive at certain points to show the pure anger he felt about this going on. He got banned from the bar he'd do karaoke at because of this. He'd later on start promoting his Insta where the trolls would find him aligning with the alt-right, calling Kiwi and Smokey liberals and such. His fans would start going crazy in the comments, making racist remarks about Kiwi and Smokey, to where he had to make a statement about it. It got so bad he had to keep making statements like this, saying his fans needed to stop.
I despise Kiwi, Smokey, and Sensitive Society. Just please don't make any racist comments about them. Just because Sensitive is Mexican and Kiwi and Smokey do drugs, that's just no excuse to say racist shit about them, because one, that's not cool, that doesn't make you any better than they are, and two, making up for them, you go as low as they do, because they have made up for a lot of people. So guys, if you're seeing this, just please stop commenting racist shit about the three people that I'm trying to stop using my name for. They're just using my name as cash cows at this point.
He drops the first episode of his podcast, as a lot of it is cringe with an echoing audio talking about all the hate he's received. 5 months pass as Nova lives on, making more and more TikToks and doing the same stuff that landed him in controversy in the first place. He'd start to make workout videos and people would criticize his techniques and his use of creatine. He'd find success in a new kind of content that keep everyone hooked: gas station shower reviews.
Showers. Let's find out. Oh. Awkward fail. Damn it. Okay, that start was pretty awkward, but I got in. So, I did see Shoko Show do this. So, we're gonna test how good these showers actually are, because I want to prove to you guys that I do shower. So it looks like they do give you soap and fresh towels as well. Let's go ahead and test the water pressure. See, decent pressure on the water. Alright, I'm gonna go take a shower. I'll be right back. Oh my god. That felt so refreshing. I also like the fact that there's a fan here, so I can just dry off a lot faster, and it feels so amazing. Now, the $1,000,000 question. Y'all are probably asking how much I paid for the shower. And the answer is $18. So now let me share my final thoughts. $18, I do think it is a bit steep, but hey, I do think that if you need a shower in a pinch, it's worth it.
He would host his second episode of his podcast, and it was full of him covering Daniel Larson. It was very awful, obviously, as he'll never be entertaining. He starts getting more and more angry when he goes on Insta, making multiple posts about multiple YouTubers, threatening them, and a bunch of other things. He retracts all this and says he was hacked. The community would come together to start talking about the condition of his house as he'd start posting cooking videos. Sooner or later, the trolls would find the gym he goes to.
Effing trolls who have nothing else better to do! You guys have anything else better to do than check out your fat asses and your content universe!
Then he makes a post saying he was leaving TikTok. At this point in time, Nova found out that his manager was actually just a troll, asking him to make the cooking videos, maybe being the one behind the Insta posts, and maybe making up the idea that he made his podcast. Then his manager would later on reveal that she was 15 and that he knew. A lot of people started to make videos on him, and then he renames his podcast. Nova does something everyone thought he wouldn't. Made a Discord server. As someone who was caught doing inappropriate stuff with minors on Discord, you'd think he would try to steer away from that platform, but no. He'd continue to have issues in the server as people would send a lot of inappropriate stuff, and he'd do nothing about it. And someone asked him about everything and he said he didn't care, causing mods and others to leave the server because it wasn't properly ran. No rules or age restrictions whatsoever. And one night, in a voice chat, explicit photos were being shown off while minors were in the call. It wasn't him, but it was all under his watch. He'd go on to make hella posts in his Discord going on about the situation after he was gone for hours, as he states he was napping, and also states that he was going to try to run another server, and has no intention of deleting the server that this all happened in. Kiwi Tapes and Smokey MCC would cover everything that has happened on their podcast, and Nova would start posting in his Discord that their days were numbered. The server later on got hacked and deleted, which is a sign God exists, so hopefully Nova doesn't make another one. He'd continue the rage at anyone who'd bring up everything that's happened. Sometime later, he'd make a post in a Subway outfit revealing where he worked, which ended up in him losing his job. It got so bad to such a point where he'd start to beg his audience to help him get a job.
For now, because this doesn't really apply to people under 18. But hey guys, if you're in the Spokane Valley to Coeur d'Alene Circle area, I am looking for a new job. My email's in my description. If you're a manager at any place, I'm desperately looking for a new job. Or if you work at a place you know is hiring in those cities, let me know. I am desperate for a job right now. Anyways, yeah, I'll hear from any of y'all soon.
He'd end up finding a job, then he'd drop the first episode of his podcast, Kiwi Core, and he would also make videos about health and fashion, which popped off. He had become obsessed with Harry Potter, and he'd start to show his love for it off by showing off items he bought.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. It does have in real life Lumos, but crazy. I just don't have the batteries installed yet.
He'd then again lose his job again, and then find another one.
Job again. I guess Walmart wasn't the right fit for me. And yeah, here's all my, that's my Walmart vest. But hey, Walmart wasn't the right fit for me. If you guys live in the eastern Washington, northern Idaho area,
between Spokane Valley and Coeur d'Alene, hit me up on my email.
He then put his Keurig in his room due to the fact he has to wake up early, which is a fire hazard. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know a bit more has happened since Nova's been around this point, so I will for sure cover it. I want to start covering the bases of all the Lolcows that are coming out as of recent before I make any more videos on them, such as updates and more, because I feel like it's better to get my opinion on them out before I do anything else. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about these videos. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and love y'all.